the X-Men is about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
Yes.
Magneto is Malcolm X, and Martin Luther King is Xavier, is Dr. Xavier. Their philosophies were that's where he got it from.
Check this out. Now, Stan Lee, when he created the X-Men, it was actually inspired leaders of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
Oh, shit.
So Professor X taking the Martin Luther King approach and Magneto taking the Malcolm X approach.
Guys wanted integration, and these guys thought they'd never truly be accepted.
Short answer, yes, that reading is valid. X-Men was intentionally influenced by the Civil Rights era, especially the tension between Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X. But you're also right to ask why it ended up so whitewashed. That part is about who controlled the storytelling, and who the industry was built for. Why people connect X-Men to MLK Malcolm X. When Stan Lee and Jack Kirby created X-Men in 1963, the US was deep in the civil rights struggle. Mutants equals a stand-in for oppressed people, feared, surveilled, labeled dangerous, hated for something they were born with. Two core characters line up clearly. Professor X Martin Luther King Jr. Nonviolent integration. Believes mutants and humans can coexist. Works within systems. Advocates restraint. Moral appeal. Education. Magneto Malcolm X. Self-defense. Separatism. Holocaust survivor understands state violence. Believes oppressors won't change without force. Protect mutants by any means necessary. This isn't accidental. Writers and scholars have openly discussed it for decades. So why does it feel whitewashed? Because the metaphor stops short of real black experience. Here's how the whitewashing happens. 1. The pain is abstract, not racial. Mutants face discrimination without race. You can't turn off being a mutant in many storylines. Real black people can't take off their skin. This makes oppression feel theoretical, instead of lived. 2. Malcolm's coded character is made the villain. Magneto's arguments are often proven right, but he's framed as extreme, dangerous, too angry. That mirrors how Malcolm was portrayed in white media. Meanwhile, Professor X is framed as the moral center, even when his methods fail. That's classic liberal respectability politics. 3. Mutants are mostly drawn as white, especially in early comics and films. When black mutants appear, they're often side characters, killed off, underdeveloped, tokenized. Storm is powerful, yes, but often stripped of African cultural depth in early portrayals. 4. Safe metaphor? Real history. Marvel could talk about hate, fear, tolerance, without ever saying slavery, colonialism, police violence, redlining, COINTELPRO, assassinations of black leaders. That's how you sell civil rights imagery without challenging white audiences too hard. The uncomfortable truth. X-Men borrows black struggle, but centers white characters, and softens the political edge. It lets people feel like they understand oppression, without confronting who actually suffered it. That's why it resonates, and